One of the fun stories I did this week, which was on our website, concerned Jenny Kwan, who's the MLA for Vancouver Mount Pleasant. And I had heard her on CBC Radio talking about Grandview Woodland, the area plan there that has raised a fair amount of controversy because the city initially had called for many towers around the Broadway SkyTrain station, and the neighbors were very upset. So Jenny Kwan went on the radio as the MLA for the area and said that the city should engage in more public consultations. And as I was listening to her speak, I started wondering, what if Jenny Kwan were to go back to municipal politics? She was first elected as a Vancouver City Councillor in 1993, and she was the sole opposition councillor against the NPA, which was then led by Mayor Philip Owen. And she was quite an effective councillor. She worked extremely hard. And then from there, she was elected to the legislature in 1996 in the old seat that was held by Mike Harcourt, a former premier. So then she's been in Victoria working at the provincial level. Now she's into her 5th term. And I started wondering, what if Jenny Kwan decided she wanted to run for mayor? She never told me that she's interested in running for mayor, but I thought maybe some of her supporters might like her to run for mayor, especially given that the NDP is going to be in the opposition for the next 4 years. She also ran into some trouble with her colleagues because she had supported the removal of Carol James as leader and kind of led the charge when there was some caucus dissent. And some of the NDP MLAs and some members of the party have never forgiven her for this. At the same time, she has a reputation among many people for integrity, and she's also taken a lot of political risks over the years. I can remember when she and Hedy Fry and Philip Owen were kind of the leading people calling for a new approach to dealing with drug addiction in Vancouver. This was in the 1990s. She was the municipal affairs minister, and it caused a lot of controversy, particularly in Chinatown, because she was suggesting things like making it more easy for drug addicts to get more health treatment, and that led toward the creation of a supervised injection site in Vancouver, which is called Insight, which is on Hastings Street. Since then, that has actually reduced the amount of open drug dealing and open drug consumption in the downtown east side and has saved lives, according to research by Dr. Julio Montaner. So Jenny Kwan took a risk then. She took a risk in dealing with her leader of her party when she felt unethical practices were taking place. And she's also been a very strong advocate on behalf of housing for the poor. So I suggested that maybe Jenny Kwan might want to consider running for mayor of Vancouver, because I believe that Gregor Robertson is going to eventually join the Liberal Party and run for Parliament along with Justin Trudeau. So I suggested maybe Jenny Kwan's supporters might want to get her to run for mayor. This caused all sorts of comments on our website, and we put up a poll. A lot of people actually agreed that she should run for mayor, but a fair number of people strongly disagreed with that idea. But I do know that Jenny Kwan is widely respected in the Chinese community for her efforts. Even people who disagree with her respect her honesty and her integrity. So we'll see what happens. The next election in Vancouver is 15 months away. Right now, Gregor Robertson says he's going to run for re-election. And if he does run for re-election, I don't think Jenny Kwan would run. But you never know. I thought it would be fun to put that out. It's the middle of the summer, and we got to get the discussion going somehow. For WOW TV, I'm Charlie Smith, the editor of the Georgia Straight, and thanks for being with us.
感谢收看今天的大温故事，我们下期再见。